I'll just carry on with this story as I was saying. So, Camille Paglia, she's been quite outspoken in her positions. You know, she doesn't toe the line, and I like that. She's an artist. Good for her. Now, there's been the people have been invading the classroom with all this support transgender students and survivors of sexual abuse. Isn't that a gorgeous way to frame it, eh? Isn't that? Because nobody could argue against that, could they? Stop victim blaming. Well, maybe what you're labelling victim blaming is actually something else. Fucking assholes. Apparently she's been teaching at the arts for many years. This is their own petition and has only become more controversial over time. So what? So what? What's wrong with that? She's teaching art. She's an artist. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being controversial as a teacher? In fact, I would want my tutors to be controversial. If she is victim blaming, as you've said here, then good. She can teach you about it. She can teach you that perspective. You can learn why people victim blame, can't you? You fucking tools. She believes that most transgender people are merely participating in a fashion trend. Well, there was a report done about that, wasn't there? There was a study, but it got pulled within a day because of you people. You removed information from the internet, didn't you? Eh? A study that showed that happening, didn't it? Little clusters. So here we go anyway. We won't know the truth, will we? Because we're not allowed to actually look into it. We won't know about the fact that there are some very genuinely poorly people out there who are really, really suffering with gender dysmorphia, and the only thing they can do is take on the appearance of the opposite sex in order to be comfortable and happy in life. And I know plenty of people that have done that, and big respect to them. That takes a lot of fucking balls, or to lose your balls, but it does. If that's what it takes to alleviate the things, then good on you, good for you chasing that. But people who are just labelling like slight personality traits as being trans and being demanded to be put into a victim group, because I can go fuck themselves, man. Of course there's people that do it because of a trend. That's why they're self-medicating. But anyway, whatever. If she's going to say this, blah, 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 they've done this. The reason I've got this up is because of the most important part of it. Oh, where's it gone? Here are their list of demands. Camille should be removed from UArts faculty and replaced by a queer person of colour. There we go. That's their requirement. So what about her qualifications? What about her experience? What about her history as a tutor, or his in terms of the replacement? You are specifically saying somebody should be hired because of the colour of their skin. There's a word for that, you know. There's a clear thing there, and you people are so wrapped up in your own sophist nonsense that you don't realise you're the racists. You, the people signing this, the people sitting here, you're the racists. Hiring people because of the colour of their skin, unless you're talking about an actor to play Othello or some nonsense like that, is racist. It's just... the world's gone mad. These people now, they're the Christian fundamentalists of the world, aren't they? If you decide that somebody's too white for a teaching position, then you're the problem, guys. But check this out! Check this out! The tide is turning. The pendulum is swinging. Mama Christina Hoff Summers has shared a letter from David Yeager, and David Yeager is getting a letter back from me today over this. There's a big thing here, but the important part is I believe this resolve holds even greater importance at an art school. Artists over the centuries have suffered censorship and even persecution for the expression of their beliefs through their work. My simple answer is not now, not at UArts. David Yeager. If you go on their website, you can search him on the faculty. His email is right there. It's president at thingy. Send him an email. Tell him he's a hero. Tell him for standing up to it. Even if you don't agree with her, even if you don't agree with him, that's not the point. If you can't defend people you don't agree with, then you ain't worth shit. Happy Dog said that a film needs more blackface. And we've had a drop in viewers now. Thanks a lot, YouTube, for cutting me off like that. Patrick's saying, there's a lot of truth in trans being a fashion trend. Of course there is. Of course there is. When I was at school, most women were lesbians. They all went through a lesbian phase. The thing is, we didn't pathologise it. We didn't create some big fucking hoo-ha over it, you know? It's like, come on. My issue is kids, especially underage kids, self-medicating, they're permanently damaging themselves before they even have the ability to make informed decisions. That's what scares me. And it scares me that adults are encouraging it. You know, as soon as you're an adult, oh my God, do whatever the fuck you want, man. I'll defend anyone. I defended that guy that's just got prison time for slitting people's tongues and cutting people's nipples off. Good for them. Have at it. But you start doing that shit to kids, and you start telling kids that it's okay, then no. And here's the thing, the Moulton Bailey thing. Oh, well, they don't do it to kids. They do. They do. They do. It happens.